hmm So it looks like the Chiefs are going to be playing the Ravens next week on Sunday. Wait, the Browns? The Browns beat the Steelers? The Browns! The Cleveland Browns beat the Pittsburgh Steelers in Pittsburgh in a playoff game. What? That oh my! So the Chiefs are playing the Browns next week. Oh dear Lord! That means oh man! You know who I really liked for the Browns because they just got done beating the Steelers, and you know who I was really impressed by is that Kareem Hunt guy. Man, can you imagine a guy like Kareem Hunt on the Chiefs? Yeah, that the Browns were impressive. That was a statement game that they just went into Pittsburgh, and they just pretty much told Ben, "You're old. Get out of here." That was awesome to watch. Actually, congratulations, Cleveland. Cleveland rocks. That was a great. That was fun. That was a lot of fun to watch. I tell you what wasn't fun to watch was that Bears Saints game. I fell asleep during that game. That was boring. Bears should have been in the playoffs. And the Steelers, I don't. Can Breeze still throw past like 10 yards? Goodness. Yeah, I'm not. I don't know. I'm not. I wasn't impressed with either one of those teams. And I tell you who I was impressed with was Heineke. Heineke, the guy the for the can I say football team? Okay, for the football team, the Washington. Can I say Washington? The Washington football team. He was awesome. The quarterback steps in and comes off the streets. I don't know where he's from. I think he's from Old Dominion. He's played in the NFL for a few years, but this was like his first start, and he was awesome. That guy was awesome. He looked better than Brady. Now, one thing that I hate though about the NFL, especially watching games where Brady is involved in, is the officiating, and it was on full display here that every close call, every borderline call was going to go to Brady. They were not going to give. They were not like the football team, formerly known as the Redskins, had to beat both the Buccaneers and the officials. And I just hate. I most of the time I do hate NFL officials because more often than not they stink. They over call games, and they just, especially with the Chiefs. Oh my gosh! And I know it's probably gonna happen sometime in the playoffs, and I'm just probably gonna break a controller where Mahomes is gonna come back, throw a deep ball to Tyreek Hill. It's gonna go for a touchdown, but it's gonna get called back because of a ticky tack holding call, which is what they've done. It happened in the Raiders game. Cost him, actually. I think it cost him the game. Cost him in the Raiders game. More than that, and then also there was a pass interference that should have been called on Tyreek Hill against Tyreek Hill that was not called in the Raiders game, their first loss of the season. And then it happened twice in the Broncos game where they just screwed that up. There was that one play where you can actually see Tyreek Hill all by himself against the Broncos, and he does a backflip in the end zone, and he should have scored. But there was a ticky tack holding call, and I know the officials just stop it. Like, unless it's completely egregious, let them play. Let them play. That's kind of how it was with the. Speaking of bad officiating though, the Colts versus the Bills. I will say, really impressed with Josh Allen, and I dare say he might be better than Mahomes. I actually was really upset with how Mahomes played against the Falcons. I don't know what's going. I don't know what happened there, but like that game should not have been that close, and I'm still mad that game was that close and had to come down to that. But Josh Allen made some really good throws, played really good against the Colts. But there was some really bad officiating in that game, especially at the end of the game. What I saw was the officials would let the Colts play, and then they would blow their whistle in the middle of a play, and then say that the Bills called a timeout or whatever. It was ridiculous. And on top of that, they completely blew a fumble call against the Colts. That the Colts guy caught the ball at the end. The receivers caught the ball at the end, got up, fumbled the ball. It was a clear fumble. They reviewed it. And we all saw it was a clear fumble, and they still screwed it up. Like, they were really bad that game. They were really bad. Just what more annoyed me was the fact that they would blow their whistle in mid-play, like during the game, while the Colts were going down to try to tie the game. It was so annoying, and they were just bad. It was bad. They were bad all around, both teams. I don't know what Frank Reich was doing in that game. He did not have a good game calling that game. Went for it on fourth down in their red zone when they had an easy field goal. And they ended up not getting that, so they didn't get any points out of that, and they ended up losing the game. So it was the Bills looked good, and the Rams. I don't know if it was the Rams looked really good or just the Seahawks just sucked. Wow. Thanks for coming to the playoffs, Seahawks. That was, if I was a Seattle Seahawks fan and I went to that game, I would need my, I would want them. Not only I would sue, I would sue for just defamation of pretending to be a football team or whatever. Find something. There's a lawyer out there that would take that case, especially in Seattle, like false identification of a football team or whatever it was. They were awful. That was embarrassing. To lose to a backup quarterback and then a four-fingered Jared Goff. That was sad. But I'm looking forward to this week. We got the Bills and the Ravens. The Ravens look really good. Man, Lamar, congrats. Finally won a playoff game. Beat the Titans, came back and beat them. Finally had a comeback win of more than 10 points. It was great. It was they looked really good. And the Bills and Ravens are going to be a really good game. The Packers versus the Rams, probably not going to be a good game. The Packers are going to blow them out. And then the Chiefs versus the Browns. Dear God, Chiefs, do not take this team lightly. Stop playing. Don't play like you played all year against teams that you think you're better than. Get up for this game, all right? I'm begging you. Get up for this game. Don't play bored like you have been. And then we got the Buccaneers versus Saints, which is going to be another really good game where I hope that Drew Brees comes out on top again, and that would be 3 wins against Brady, and then he can go. But anyways, great weekend of football. Another great weekend coming up, man. Let's do this.